Today we're going to talk about measures of central tendency. So the three most commonly used measures of central tendency are the mean, otherwise known as the average, of n numbers is the sum of those numbers divided by n. So if I have 10 numbers, I want the average, I add them together, I divide by 10. Should be a review for you. The median of n numbers is the middle number when the numbers are written in order from smallest to largest. Or if there's two middle numbers, in the case if you have an even number of data points, then you take the two middle ones and you find the average of those two numbers. And then the mode is the one that occurs the most, okay? There can be up to two modes. So you can have no modes, you can have one mode, or you can have two modes. If there's more than two modes, then we just say that there's no mode. Okay, so let's find the measures of central tendency for the following data. So the first thing we're going to find is the mean. Okay, so we're going to add these numbers up. Let's see what, we got 13, 19, and 5 would be 24, 28, 32, 36, 39, 41, 43, 44. So there's 40, they add up to 44. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 numbers. So we're going to divide by 11, that's going to be 4. So the mean is 4. And we'll see, is the mean. Okay, now let's find the median. Okay, so we said we had 11 numbers, so the middle one would be the sixth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one right here is going to be the median, so 4 is also the median. Okay, and then the mode is the one that occurs the most, and once again, that's 4. 4 occurred the most, so 4 is the mode. Okay, now that's kind of weird that they all three came out to be the same thing. It happens sometimes. It's not usual. Okay? Okay, so one of the ways that reading levels of material is measured is to count the letters in each word and find the average word length of the material. The number of words of different lengths in the poem A Visit from St. Nicholas by Clement Clark Moore is shown in the bar graph at the left. Find the measures of central tendency for this data. Okay, so probably hard to read on here, but if you look here, it appears there's 38 words that have one letter in it. Okay, so we're going to go 38 times 1 is 38. The reason we're going to multiply these is because I have 38 ones added in here. Okay, now 2, that's 90. So I have 2, I have 92s in here. So I'm going to go 90 times 2, 92 letter words, that's 180. I have 140, we'll say 143 letter words, so 140 times 3, it's going to be 0, 12, 420. It looks like I've got 120 four-letter words. That's going to be 480. I have 65 letter words. That's going to be 300. I've got, it looks like 45 six-letter words. 45 times 6, that's going to be the same as 90 times 3, that's going to be 270. Looks like 25 7-letter words. Okay, so that's going to be what, 175. I've got 15 8-letter words. Is that 120? And then I've got 10 9-letter words. That's 90. Okay, so I'm going to add all those numbers up over here. That's going to tell me how many letters that I have here. So 90 plus 120 plus 175 plus 270 plus 300 plus 480 plus 420 plus 180 plus 38 is 2,073 letters. Now, the question is, how many words do I have? Okay, so that's these numbers right over here is the number of words. So I'm going to add those up. 38 plus 90 plus 140 plus 120 plus 60 plus 45 plus 25 plus 15 plus 10. So there is a total of 543 words. Okay, so now I'm going to take these two and divide them. So 2,073 letters divided by 543 words is going to be 3.81 or 3.82. And this is going to be approximate, so let's do this properly. Put an approximation sign in there. This is 3.82 words, or letters per word, sorry. Letters per word. Okay, so there's my mean. Now the median is going to be the middle one. So I've got 543 words. So 543 divided by 2, that's 271.5. So the 272nd word will be the mean, or the median. So I just have to find which one of these is the 272nd, right? So 38 plus 90 plus 140, that's 268. So that's going to be, it's going to fall in the next one here. It's going to be 4 numbers into the 4. So it's going to be 4 will be the median. Okay, now the mode is the word that occurs, the one that occurs the most. Well, obviously 3 occurs more than the other ones, so 3 is the mode. Okay, so there's my 3 measures of central tendency. 3.82 is the mean, 4 is the median, and 3 is the mode. Okay. Quartiles. Quartiles are numbers that separate, I spelled separate wrong, separate data into quarters. So the second quartile, also known as Q2, is the median. Okay, the first quartile is the median of the bottom half of the data, the third quartile is the median of the top half of the data, and Q4 is also known as the maximum. It's the biggest number, and then we also use the minimum, which is the smallest number, that makes what's called the 5-number summary. Now the important thing is I need to make sure that my numbers are in order from smallest to largest. Okay, that's already been done here. So I need to figure out how many numbers do I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have 17 numbers. That means the 9th one is going to be the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's Q2. Okay. Now this is easy. This is my min. And this is super easy. This is my Q4, otherwise known as the max. Okay, now I got to find my Q1 and Q3. These two are the most work. So, since this is actually the middle, I don't count it. I take all the other numbers, okay? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. That means that the middle of that is going to be between 4 and 5. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. Okay, my Q1 is going to be right there. And I need to calculate that. So that's going to be 21 plus 24 divided by 2, which is 45 divided by 2, which is 22.5. That's very poorly written right there, so let's rewrite that so it's more legible. Okay, my Q3, again, I'm not including this 26, is going to be the 4th one here, so between the 4th and 5th one, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. That's going to be right there. Well, it's 30 and 30, so that's an easy one. Q3 is going to be 30. My Q2 is 26. Okay, so my 5-number summary is going to be, oops, it's my min, 18, 22.5, 26, 30, and 35. That's my 5-number summary. Okay, what are we doing here? Find the 5-number summary for this data. Okay, fortunately, again, it's already, sometimes the hardest thing to do is just put the numbers in order correctly without missing one. So what do I have here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I got 12 numbers this time. Okay, so that means the middle is going to be between the 6th and 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's going to be right in here between those two. So my Q2 is going to be the average of those two. That's going to be 117.5. You should be able to do that in your head. It's right in the middle of 117 and 118. Okay, again, this is my min. It's 105. My Q4 is going to be my max. This is 153. Okay, now, notice this time I have 6 numbers down here, which means that my Q1 is going to be between those two. So the middle of 110 and 112, I'd add those together, divided by 2, is going to give me 111. And over here, the middle is going to be between those two. So let's see, 125 plus 137. 262 divided by 2 is 131, so that's going to be my Q3. So my 5-number summary is going to be 105, 111, 117.5, 131, and 153. Okay, pretty simple. Now, we actually use the 5-number summary to create what's called a box and whisker plot. Okay, so before you can make the box and whisker plot, you have to find the 5-number summary. So here's my numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 14 numbers. Q2 is going to be between 7 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Q2, 4.5. Okay, here's my min at 1. Here's my Q4. My max is 12. Okay. Now I'm going to include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 numbers, so the middle one's going to be 4. That's pretty easy. So that one's going to be my Q1. And the same thing here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be my Q3. Now here's the way I make a box and whisker plot. I take Q2. Well, first of all, I have to have all the numbers on here. So I'm not going to, it's 1 to 12. I'm not going to skip any. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put Q2 on here first. 4.5 is going to be like right here. And I'm going to put a vertical line right there. And I'm going to do the same thing for Q1. That's going to be at 2 right here. And the same thing at Q3, which is going to be 8, which is going to be right here. And now this is how you make your box right there. All right, now the whiskers, my biggest one is going to be 12. It's going to go right here. I'm going to put a dot right here, and I'm going to connect that like that. And I'm going to put a dot right here at 1. That's my min. And I'm going to connect it like that. Okay, so there's my box and whisker plot. Now the other thing that you usually do is you usually put the median on there. That's not part of the 5-number summary, but I'm going to go ahead and find the median. So I've got 12 plus 10 plus 9 plus 2 8s, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3 2s, and 2 1s. So that's 73. I forget, what did I have? 14 numbers, so I divide that by 14. 73 divided by 14, that's 5.21. Okay, then I go to where 5.21 would be right there, and I put an asterisk right there. Okay. And that kind of gives me a really good feeling about how the data is laid out. Okay, got a little assignment to go with that. Have fun with that assignment. I will see you guys tomorrow.